Hello, and welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today is June 2nd, 2025, and we're analyzing the QQQ, the Nasdaq 100 ETF. We'll be looking at recent news, particularly concerning trade tensions and tariffs, and how they might impact the market. We'll combine this news with a detailed technical analysis of the QQQ charts to help you make informed trading decisions. Given recent news events, it's important to examine how the stock market is reacting. According to recent news, trade tensions between the U.S. and China are escalating due to tariff disputes, with President Trump threatening to double tariffs on imported steel and aluminum. This news is creating uncertainty and could negatively impact tech stocks, which heavily influence the Nasdaq. Several sources mention the possibility of the Nasdaq confirming a bear market due to these trade tensions. However, some analysts believe Trump may eventually back down, leading to a taco Trump always chickens out scenario. Other news suggests that European equities are outperforming the S&P 500 due to the U.S.-China trade war impacting U.S. markets. Now, let's switch to the daily chart for the QQQ. We can see a recent downtrend emerging, potentially influenced by the trade war news. Looking back a few months, the QQQ had substantial gains during the months of April and May, followed by a volatile June. However, recent price action looks to be trending downward again. Let's take a closer look at the period between April and June to better visualize the recent volatility. As can be seen, the price moves have become volatile, with big moves up and down, indicating a period of instability. Zooming into the 1-hour chart, we can see a more detailed view of the price action over the past few days. Several periods of choppy trading can be observed, with sharp reversals occurring. Keep an eye out for support around 512, as the price retraced from that level back in March and April. This could indicate a buy point. However, a breach of the 512 level may lead to a sell-off, potentially causing prices to drop lower. So that is a good level to keep in mind as a take-profit or stop-loss level depending on the direction you expect it to take. It appears the market is reacting to the tariff news and bearish sentiment is becoming more prominent. In summary, the key price levels to watch are around 512 for potential support. A break below this level could signal further downside, potentially testing lower support levels around 500. Conversely, if the QQQ can hold above 512, we might see a rally toward the previous highs. Monitor news headlines closely, as any developments in the U.S.-China trade relationship will likely have a significant impact on the QQQ's direction. A resolution to the trade tensions would likely trigger a bullish rally, while escalating tensions could lead to further declines. As of today, given the trend, I expect the price may break below 512 with a 60% chance, but I will watch how these levels move in the near term and react accordingly.